get up and do my thing.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to get into it, man, you know. Go ahead. Like a sex machine, man.
Hello, folks. Valentine's Day is coming up, so I figured I would take you through my love affair with vaping, my vaping journey from the beginning to now, where I've gotten to, where I started from. Where I started from was a stick mod, and that's what helped me quit smoking. It was great. It was great. I've kind of moved through a couple different mods, and I've introduced myself to the world of mechanical mods and building my own coils and you know, RDAs and RBAs and, you know, NBAs and NFLs and whatever else is out there. But let me break it down for you. So, mind if I have a vape? Oh, that's good. Okay, so where my journey began was with this Halo Triton. Now, this was like my girlfriend in grade 7. So this little honey here caught my eye, and before we knew it, we were going steady. She was wearing my jacket to school. We were holding hands. You know, she was, you know, one of the first girls that I really kissed with tongue. And yeah, at the time, I loved her. There was nothing better. She got me away from smoking cigarettes. But time went on, you know. A summer came, summer went. You know, she went to the cottage with her dad, or she went to camp, or whatever happened. You were skateboarding with your friends or playing baseball or whatever you did. And when the summer was over, so was the romance. What happened next? Doo-doo-doo. So, let's fast track. You've gone through a couple girlfriends maybe, but you get to high school. Get to high school and you meet this really smart girl. Maybe she helped you with your chemistry test or pass your midterms or helped you with a history essay, whatever it was. The Joytech eVic was her. She was really smart, little high maintenance, very technical. And she introduced me to a better vape, and she introduced me to bigger tanks. She introduced me to Pro Tanks and iClears and Vivi Novas. And she was a great chick to hang out with. I felt her up under the bleachers. We went to high school football games. It was a blast. But like most high school relationships, we grew apart. We realized that maybe we weren't meant for each other and we needed to experience different things. So the eVic was shelved. Then what happened? I moved on, and it was college. Went to college and you're drinking, you're partying, you're trying to get through it the best that you can, you're trying to have fun, you're trying to be a grown-up and be the person that you're going to become for the rest of your life. So who did I meet then? I met Miss Vamo. And Miss Vamo introduced me to being able to change from different batteries and go from 18650s to 18350s. And I learned about the amperages of batteries and all kinds of fun stuff. Like eVic taught me Ohm's law, but I already had a sense of that I could take to Miss Vamo. So Miss Vamo and we had a good time for a little bit in college. Miss Vamo and we hit it hard. We were body rocking, knocking the boots. I started building drippers on this. I got an iGo L. I got an iGo L when I was in high school with my eVic, but my eVic just didn't give me enough power. The eVic was great for tanks. It was awesome, but it just wasn't enough for a rebuildable. If you built a rebuildable, you know, 11 watts wasn't enough. You might have needed 12. And that's what I found with her. But when I met Miss Vamo, I was able to hit it up with up to 15 watts. And I didn't need 15 watts. I was really happy hitting it at like 12 and a half, 13 watts, maybe 14 watts. And I could build coils down to a low resistance. I could build coils to like a 1.2 and get, you know, up there where my girlfriend in high school wouldn't let me. She let me move a little bit further. The only thing that happened was she broke my heart. She broke my heart. And what happened? Her threads are screwed. Somebody else did something to it. Maybe. And now I don't fit anymore. So when I try and screw something on here, it just spins. It's not to fit anymore. I can probably hold it in there and then have a pull, but it's not the same. It's not the same anymore. And I've had to retire her. If I could go and have a coffee with her, shoot the shit with her, she'd probably be a good friend still. You know, I'd like to remain friends with her. See what happens with that. After Miss Vamo broke my heart, I moved on. And I moved on to the Inokin iTaste VTR. And I went to this VTR because it's a heavy, beefy mod. I didn't think that the threading would let out as quickly as it did on the Vamo. It just feels a lot stronger. And you have the ability to sub-ohm on this. Not completely, but where Miss Vamo could only go to 1.2 ohms, this guy, you can go to 0.7 ohms. I tried to fire a 0.6, but it doesn't work. 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 1 ohm, it all works on this. Where are we at here? Oh, this is 1.2. This would have fired on the Vamo, but hey, this guy's taught me about, you know, rebuildables like K-Fun clones and Agates and I'm able to fire my IGOLs, my drippers on here. So if you build a 1.2 ohm coil, you build a 0.9 ohm coil, you can take it up to 15 watts, which is a good vape. It's a very good vape. That's the 1.2. Now, this is kind of like the girlfriend. I wouldn't even say this is the girlfriend. This is when Miss Vamo breaks your heart in college. And you got that one buddy. You got that one good friend who you can open up, you could share, you can go have a beer with them, go out, shoot some pool, go dirt biking, go walk around the flea market, whatever you do, but you could shoot the breeze, you could be open and honest with them, and they're not going to judge you. And that's this guy. This is your buddy. This is somebody that you can have as a life partner, as a friend, and you guys can go and chill. And your girlfriend, your wife won't get mad at you because you go out with your friend. This is your best friend. This guy will always be around. You don't have to spend all your time with him. But if you want to go out on a Saturday, you can. If you want to meet up after work on a Wednesday, you can. He's going to be there. And he's always going to be solid, heavy dude. Linebacker, this dude. He's tough. It was nice to meet you, buddy. You're a good friend after Mr. Vamo. That was a slip. Miss Vamo? Mr. VTR? Okay, what do we move into after Mr. VTR? We moved into a mechanical mod. Now, I'd gone through enough mods that I didn't need the circuitry or the protection. Perhaps I do, but I understood enough by this point that I understood that if I put my battery in backwards in this thing, it's not going to be good, and it's not going to protect it, and it's going to cook it. I know that. I know if I have a short, it could cause a problem for my battery. So if I build a coil, use an ohm checker, or use another mod that can check your resistance before you put it on here. I know that, but this is kind of like a natural mod, like a smoke. What is it? The Smoke Tech Natural, but it's the Sigelli, and it has like a number, like it's a cheapo mechanical. It's like the Sigelli number 6 or number 8 or whatever it is. But this is like the woman you meet. She's the woman of your dreams. You guys like the same shows and movies, and you could spend your life with her. That's how I feel. I could spend my life with her. And maybe I should give this one my girlfriend's name. Or is that weird? Happy Valentine's Day? I don't know. But here's how she kicks me. She always keeps my interest, you know? Oh, she's a good girl. She's a good girl. And your buddy, you can go out with your buddy, but there's certain things your buddy can't give you. You know, like my Mr. VTR can't fire a 0.6 ohm coil, or a 0.5 or a 0.4. Well, this is my wifey. And my wifey can do that for me, because she is awesome. And I love her lots. So I think I'm going to spend a lot of time with her. But it's been a great journey along the way. And you learn a lot. So hopefully you've learned a little bit about vaping along your travels. And you've had some loves. Maybe you've had some heartbreaks. Maybe you've had some bad tanks and bad coils and bad batteries and bad juice and whatever. But it teaches you. It teaches you how to love. It teaches you how to love someone else. It teaches you how to love yourself. And it teaches you what you love. What do you like? You know? Here it is, one more time. But it's been a great, great journey. And I'm glad that I met her. And I'm glad that I've met everybody else along the way too. Because without my grade 7 girlfriend, I would have never met any of these other people in my life. So, vaping is a journey. Enjoy the journey. And if you're happy with your high school sweetheart, you don't have to move on. You know, stick with that. You know, a lot of people, like myself, I got ahead of myself in vaping. Like, I was vaping my stick mod, and I was already kind of aware of mechanical mods and how they work and what they could do. But if you're happy with your grade 7 girlfriend, or boyfriend for that matter, stay with him or her, you know? If you're happy with your college sweetheart, stay with her, him or her. But yeah, vaping is a fun journey. It becomes a hobby. It's not a pain like cigarette smoking is. Cigarette smoking, you go to the store, you have to buy cigarettes, and then your lighter dies, and it's a pain in the ass. Well, vaping doesn't have to be that way, you know? But there's other honorable mentions too that I've had. Some of them go like this. Boba's Bounty, that's an honorable mention, you know? Maybe 18350, 18650 EFES batteries, that was one for me. iGo L, definitely. iClear 30S tank, I liked a lot. I like the Pro tanks a lot, but not too amped on those anymore. That's just, that's another rant. Aga T2, rebuildable. This is a fun little thing if you can get it going. I got a Rocket. I'm happy. One more thing. Kanthal wire. Organic cotton. Those are other shout outs I have. But yeah, enjoy your vape journey and find what you like. Once you like it, stick with it, you know, or try something else. You know, you're saving money by not smoking. So if you want to go out and buy, you know, a 30, 40, $50 mod. Do it, you know? You could buy one every week for what you probably smoked cigarettes, you know? So it's not that big a deal. And enjoy. Enjoy yourselves. One more vape, do you mind? Happy Valentine's, everybody. Hope you spend it with somebody special. All the best.